Well, hello and welcome to the Max Blitz. I'm David Reed along with Matthew Boyd, and over the next half hour, we're going to show you all the scores and highlights from around Texoma tonight.
That's right, lots of games to get to tonight. Sherman hosts Wichita Falls, Bells battles Collinsville, Plainview and Sulphur both play at home, and Pottsboro gets Van Alstyne.
A lot of good ones in there, but let's begin in Ardmore where the Tigers have a huge home game against Duncan. Jeremy Thomas is live out at Noble Stadium and has more.
Yeah, guys, huge in the fact that if Ardmore defeats Duncan tonight, that would set up a winner-take-all district title showdown here at Noble Stadium next week against the top-ranked team in the state. The Ardmore Tigers trying to exorcise the demons from Duncan. Tigers off to a fast start. Running back Jordan Roberts gets the pitch. He finds a lane on the sidelines but keeps the play going. Plants a foot, making a defender miss. Cuts inside, blockers ahead. And folks, he gone. 58 yards and the score. That gets the crowd into it. They would cheer again soon. Fullback Chance Scurry gets the rock. The line makes a hole. He's into open space and finds the end zone from 21 yards out. And Scurry's not finished. Ardmore back in the red zone. The gift to Scurry, who barrels in for the short yardage score. Then later, Tigers add to that lead. This time it's quarterback Anthony Kimmons on the keeper for another Ardmore Tigers touchdown. And Ardmore wins this one 55-16. They improved to 6-0 in district play. And when we talked to Coach Newby, he mentioned that they needed to get to a fast start, and that's exactly what they did. They scored often and early, and they kept Demons running back Trenton Bell in check. He only had one touchdown on the day. So now it sets up a huge matchup here at Noble Stadium next week. It's the district title game, number 3 Ardmore versus number 1 Lawton MacArthur. So they'll enjoy this one here tonight. The Tigers will, but they will go ahead and start preparing for that huge matchup next week, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeremy. Great job out there, and a great job for the Ardmore Tigers. You know, they've been going through a bunch of good teams all year long. They go through another pretty good team tonight, and they've got a really good team waiting for them next week.
Yeah, it's the top-ranked Lawton Mac. They lost to them last year in Lawton, but this year it sets up great. It's going to be the district championship on the line, both undefeated, next week in Ardmore.
Boy, and that's the way you want it, isn't it? I mean, you play you go through 2-a-days, you go through all the practices, the games, and here you are week 10, got it all to play for.
Exactly, and it's basically a playoff game, and whoever gets it gets that top seed. So, yeah. Well, the Bells Panthers put up 94 points last week in their record-setting game with Celeste. This week they travel over to Collinsville. Bells down 7-0 in their first possession, but Brian Ponder is going to even things up when he finds Hunter Hawthorne. That makes it 7-all. After a Collinsville field goal, Bells back with it. This time Ponder going with the long ball. Hits Dylan Porter in stride, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Bells. Panthers up 13-10. Collinsville would respond. Cooper Smith, the quarterback design run, gets some blockers, makes a nice little cut there, and 42 yards later, he gets in for the touchdown. Pirates go back on top. Now it's time for Bells to answer. They go back with the deep ball, but this time Ponder's pass is going to end up in the hands of Jesus Hernandez. Collinsville with the great interception. And then on their drive after the interception, guys, check this out. Play of the night. The ball goes through Smith's hands, somehow gets away from the defenders and makes his way downfield and keeps his eyes downfield. And hey, it's Jesus Hernandez. Reward the guy that gets the interception. Touchdown, Collinsville there, and Coach Ponder just can't believe it. Over to the second. Bells, Jacob Taylor takes the handoff. He gets outside, gets the sideline, and look at the big fella go. He's racing down the field, but Collinsville is going to take this one 36-21.
Senior night for the Paris Wildcats taking on Anna. Seniors Jakarian Brown and T.D. Williams bring out the toolbox, and they brought their hard hats too. Wildcats first drive, Brown gives to Donovan Williams, who takes it up the middle for the touchdown. 7-0 Paris. Down 10-0, Anna trying to get on the board. Keelan Crosby with the pass around the goal line, but T.D. Williams says, not so fast. He gets the pick and returns it out to about the 20-yard line. Then just before the half, a low snap, but Jakarian Brown says that's good enough. He takes it in for the touchdown. This one all Paris tonight, 41-0 over Anna. Well, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Plainview takes on Seminole, and Sulphur has a home game against Dixon.
Plus, the Sherman Bearcats try to keep their playoff hopes alive against Wichita Falls. We'll be right back.
The Sherman Bearcats are off to a 1-3 start in district, and they know their playoff chances are hanging by a thread, making tonight's showdown with Wichita Falls a must-win situation. Bearcats with the home field against Old High tonight. Sherman would strike first. David Bedgood looking for his man Tristan Posey, and he's got him wide open down the sidelines. That's a touchdown. 7-0 Bearcats. Sherman would score again late in the first. Xylon Posey takes it in from a yard out, and that makes it 17-0 Sherman. Wichita Falls would finally get on the board in the second. Stephen Gaines on the quarterback keeper finds the corner. He's got the speed to get to the end zone, and that's where he's headed. That makes it 17-7. Sherman still with the lead. Bearcat defense rises to the occasion. The snap is wild. Stedman Wilson, Johnny on the spot. He recovers the fumble. Sherman hangs on to win 30-22, setting up a big-time playoff showdown in the Battle of the Axe.
The fourth-ranked Plainview Indians have the home field against Seminole early in the third quarter. Plainview with the ball. It's 4th and 11, and they're going for it. Kobe Brewster runs his right and finds Blake Newell for the first down. A few plays later, Brewster keeps it this time, runs down the sidelines, charges through the Seminole defense, and gets down to the 5-yard line. Same drive, Brewster hands the ball off to Eli Paul, and he gets into the end zone. Plainview wins this one 40-12.
The 8th-ranked Sulphur Bulldogs have home field against a winless Dixon Comets team on senior night. Sulphur quarterback Dawson Muck gives it to Bradley Binyard, and he's got some running room. A lot of it. 68 yards for the touchdown. Sulphur goes on top. Dixon quarterback Jacob Reams hands the ball off to Chance Sweeten, and he's going to barrel over the defensive back for a first down. But here comes Sulphur. This time it's Trey Kaiser, and he is loose. There he goes. Sulphur winners tonight, 56-0 over the Comets. Coming up next on the Max Blitz, the Hal Bulldogs host Pilot Point. Atoka takes on Kingston, and Stratford travels to Marietta.
Plus, the Pottsboro Cardinals roll into Van Alstyne for another district showdown. The Max Blitz will be right back.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. The Pottsboro Cardinals have been rolling through district play, getting a big win over Pilot Point last week, and that was a big one.
That win over the Bearcats leaves them at least the last undefeated team in league play.
The Panthers get their shot at the Cardinals tonight in district action. Pottsboro with the ball early. Carson Rain decides he's going to keep it for a big gain here before he's finally pushed out of bounds by that VA defense. Van Alstyne with it now. Quarterback Rick Gallagher with the fake handoff and then finds an open D'Angelo Alexander for the touchdown. Panthers hanging right there with them. Cardinals at it again. Carson Rain decides he's going to keep. And that's a good decision, and this was an overtime thriller in Van Alstyne tonight, but Pottsboro stays undefeated in district, winning 30-24. Good ball game, though.
Good game. The Hal Bulldogs taking on Pilot Point, and Hal with it. Tyler Grisham is going to power his way in for the Bulldog touchdown. Look at him just carry the defenders in. He finally gets tripped up, but hey, it's in the end zone. Later, Pilot Point with the ball. You got a young Hal fan there. Pilot Point with the ball, and Roy Brown's going to bring in the ball. A nice little pickup for the Bearcats, and later, Pilot Point still with the ball.
Not for long.
Cameron Blessy is going to recover the fumble for Hal, and the Bulldogs go on to win big over a good team, 31-3. The Kingston Redskins trying to keep their playoff hopes alive against Atoka. This one in Durant. Atoka with the ball in the second quarter. Quarterback Jared Tinnicker with the ball, and he gets sacked by the Kingston D. Still in the second, Kingston with the ball. Quarterback Garrett Boyles takes off 35 yards down inside the 5-yard line. That leads to a short touchdown. Atoka gets the ball back, and Tinnicker throws it long to Shamar Miller, who gets tackled by Jacoby Atkins. Kingston goes on to win, though, 52-14.
The Marietta Indians need to keep piling up wins to get a playoff spot. They take on Stratford. Bulldogs start off with the ball, but it's fumbled and recovered by Marietta. Nice play by that defense. Marietta with it again. Quarterback Kyler Irwin gives it to Chris Campos. He takes off down the field, and finally they bring him down for a first down. Later in the drive, Jonathan Escobedo. Where is he? There he is. Into the end zone. going for the touchdown, but Stratford gets the win, 47-28. Coming up next on the Max Blitz, the Caddo Bruins host Maysville in a key district matchup there.
And the Tom Bean Tomcats try to knock off district leader Valley View. The Max Blitz will return. Welcome back to the Max Blitz. Valley View and Tom Bean are both headed to the playoffs.
Yeah, they've had great years. Tonight they square off in a district championship elimination game. Tom Bean trying to create a three-way tie against district unbeaten Valley View tonight. Valley View with it. Nice running play here by the Eagles. First down. They do that well. Move the ball, move the chains. Tom Bean defense makes a play here, though. The Eagles cough it up. Tomcat defender Jeffrey Sutton is all over it. Nice defensive play there. The Tomcats would then turn that into points moments later. They give it to Blakeston Jones, who will scoot in for the Tomcat touchdown. Tom Bean wins 24-22, making those district standings a complete mess.
The Caddo Bruins host Maysville. Caddo with the ball in the first. Bruin Jonathan Atwood gets the ball, and there he goes down the field for a Bruins TD. And later in the first, Deshae Noddy with the ball, dodges Bruin defenders, and he gone. That's a touchdown from Maysville. Later, his Warriors with the ball again, and Michael Stewart takes it this time, and he will score for Maysville as Maysville wins big, 66-16.
Big win there for Maysville, and a big win for the Whitesboro Bearcats, 35-21 over Collinsville. They got to beat Pottsboro, though, to really have a chance at those playoffs.
Alstyne, they've already clinched, and they got to win tonight, 54-24 over Bottom.
Aubrey winners tonight, 35-21 over Melissa.
And it's Trenton over Celeste, 59-36. Trenton's first win, a district win in their program's history.
Leonard wins 48-12 over Chisholm, a nice win for the Tigers.
Sets up a district championship against Gunner.
Whoa, we missed Whitewright real fast there.
And then Sanger over Gainesville, 64-38.
Bowles beats Honeygrove 14-12, the final in that one.
And it's Lindsay over the Ranger Bulldogs, 56-14. Big win for Lindsay.
Absolutely, and it was Munster winning tonight, 54-19, another big win for the Munster Hornets.
S&S, big win over the Prairieland Patriots, 68-16.
Wow, that was a big win there. And how about Sacred Heart, 53-7 winners over Lubbock Trinity Christian tonight.
And it's Wolf City getting the win over Linden Kildare, 22-13.
North Lamar winners tonight, 41-20. Nice win for North Lamar. That sets up a chance to earn a playoff spot against Paris.
Crosstown showdown. Ada over Blanchard, 31-19.
It was Antlers over Hugo tonight, 25-7. So a nice win there for Antlers.
And they clinch a playoff spot with that win. Broken Bow falls to Poto, 60-21.
Tishomingo doubles up Colgate tonight. That's a big win for Tishomingo over a very good Colgate team.
And it's Shawnee getting the best of Durant, 27-7. Durant eliminated from the playoffs.
Fox in the short end of this one, 2014, they fall to Central in overtime.
And it's Idabel over Eufaula, 42-20.
Tough night for Lone Grove, 20-19, the final. Longhorns have been playing well lately, but just a point short tonight.
And it's Pauls Valley with a good win over the Medill Wildcats, 56-35.
Ringling, big winners over Velma Alma, 55-8. Ringling is in.
And Thackerville clinches the playoff spot with over Coyle, 38-18.
And how about Wilson beating Ryan tonight, 48-12, break out the Eagles.
And it's Wynnewood over Kanawha getting the shutout, 57-0. They clinch a playoff spot.
Thursday night football from last night. It was Denison taking on Denton Ryan. Raider quarterback Spencer Sanders looking for Jimmy Love, but it's broken up by Khalil Finley. Nice play by the Denison defensive back. Spencer will try again, though. This time Delano Robinson for the touchdown. Raiders up 7-0. Denton Ryan going back to work, but Sanders is sacked by Jordan Hunter and Tavion Rucker, who say, hey, I'll meet you at the quarterback. So in the second quarter, Sanders with the keeper, and check out the future Oklahoma State Cowboy. He is going to hurdle his way into the end zone to make it 21-0. Denison trying to get something going on offense. Trey Lyday with the big run, but Denison would drop this one 41-14, the final. So that means Denison has to win next week. And remind me who they play next week. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know if anybody knows around here who they play next week.
Battle of the Axe week, and it's going to be a big one. Sherman and Denison, and if you want to make the playoffs, it goes through that game.
What a way to end the year. You know, great rivalry game, and then it ends with the playoff spot in the hands.
We're going to talk about that game a lot in the coming week, but stay with us. Coming up next is the hit of the week. Welcome back to the Max Blitz. I want to mention Whitewright did win tonight over Cooper, 44-12. We kind of blew through that one on the scoreboards, but a big win for Whitewright. Time now to show you the hit of the week. We go back out to Van Alstyne for this one. Cardinals with the ball, and then boom! Big hit by Van Alstyne's Chase Wilson. But hey, it's a catch.
You know, that's always tough for a receiver to go, a slot receiver to go in that slant pass over the middle. Your body always takes a beating, and he just did. Hey, he held on, so give it to him there.
Yeah. All right, he'll say, hey, throw that one a little lower next time, huh? But there's your hit of the week. And what a week it was. We're getting closer and closer to playoff football, and that's what everybody gets excited about. But I tell you, we go into this final week of the season, and we've got some great football games that are going to decide who's going where in those playoff games.
Yeah, some districts are already decided, but, you know, 1 week to go. There's plenty of games left to decide, hey, who's going to make it, who's not. So a lot of fun this next week, for sure.
That's right. And you talk about the Ardmore Tigers. They've been winning. They've been beating everybody in sight. And next week, they kind of get the ultimate test.
Yeah, they're already in the playoffs, but hey, you get number 1 Lawton Mac at your home field. Way to go there. It's going to be a great game. They lost that one last year by 1 point. This year, I think they're going to want to exert a little revenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a great football game, and it's going to be a great environment. And I think Ardmore's ready for this, don't you?
Yeah, they've been prepped with it. They played several top 10 teams, Carl Albert, Dell City, Altus, Lawton Mac's just another game for them.
And then, of course, there's Yale Battle Axe, and the Sherman rolls into this one with a big win over Wichita Falls. Playoff hopes on the line next week for both Sherman and Denison. Certainly there could be some things and tiebreakers that could help out, but you want to win that game for sure to have a chance to make sure you take care of your business.
Sherman certainly made things interesting, and winning that game sets up a playoff spot for both teams.
All right, should be a great game, and again, we will be talking about it. Thanks for watching the Max Blitz on Fox.